What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online Magicka Arcanist leveling and PvP. I hope everybody has been having a good weekend so far and has been able to relax some and just unwind. I know I definitely enjoy my weekends, but today we are going to wrap up the last little breadcrumb quest in Grotwood, and then that will send us to finish off the main storyline for the zone and then on to the next, I believe. Um, don't quote me on that. I might not be right, but I'm pretty sure it's just this little thing here at the Reliquary of Stars. Then we go to Elden Root, do some shit there, and then we're out of the zone, I think. But that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and queue for a battleground as well, per usual. Um, Earlier, I was thinking about just going ahead and hopping into Cyrodiil on the Alliance Lock campaign on Greyhost. But whenever I went on there to do it, I found out that my old main that I played before I took a break from ESO was locked to that campaign. So I have to wait for the new campaign to start, which I believe that's literally tomorrow because they're months long or whatever. Um, so yeah, tomorrow I'll be able to hop in there. And the cool thing about Cyrodiil is you're not gonna be very strong if you're not in like the champion levels and shit. But the siege, like, doesn't scale or anything. It just does the same damage all the time. So you can still be useful as fuck and be low level. So that's always nice. But the goal is to join that campaign on the Aldmeri Dominion tomorrow when that starts, since this is going to be our new main more than likely. And then, yeah, get started with them. And I did dip in there on the Ebonheart pack today just to kind of like see if I was going to get my ass kicked. And if you build your character right, you can at least get away most of the time. But it's a lot more entertaining than the below level 50 campaign, just because it's so not populated. But anyway, business as usual. I'm gonna mute myself when the NPCs are talking, but I'll probably add some commentary here and there. But thanks for joining, guys.
A fellow seeker of knowledge. I can tell by the glint in your eye. The Reliquary of Stars is a marvelous find, is it not? Why, it recently came alive, though perhaps awake is the more appropriate word. One of my fellow Mages Guild scholars leads the excavation if you care to learn more. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lara Nalda or her assistants in quite some time. Suppose it's a bit troubling. Say, would you happen to be headed into the ruins? I have this report to finish, but if you could check on Lara Nalda, it'd set my mind at ease. I'd love to chat more, but I really must finish this report. My fellows in the Elden Root Mages Guild are chomping at the bit to learn more of our findings. Yes, of course. Every dabbler in proto-alien literature knows. Many believe it's a metaphorical contrivance, but Lara Nalda thinks it's located in the walls of this ruin. If she wants to end such a promising career, more funding for the rest of us. Ooh, I'm sure she can explain her ridiculous theories better than I.
My time is precious.
If you're trying to sneak up on me, you have some competition. These flying books can be maddeningly silent when they want to be. Sometimes in pairs. They slam shut on your ear tips, then flutter off. It seems half the library has tormented us since we tripped the wards. I've been trying to settle things down, but it's slow going without my assistance. Tedrini headed to explore the Flesh Gardens. Once the wards broke, I sent Behilir to fetch him. Neither returned. Mages Guild protocol says I should remain in place until aid arrives. I'm hoping that's you. Do be careful out there. These books are harmless enough, but they aren't the only things flitting about in the dark. Everything was quiet when we arrived, but bones and other refuse littered the halls. With the wards broken, it wouldn't surprise me if more than books are moving about. Are you, then? The Mages Guild petitioned the court of King Camoran Eridan for months before we were allowed to excavate. And now you hope to waltz through and collect the heart of a numeral for yourself? Why would you possibly need it? Oh, I suppose that's a good enough reason. We've scoured the ruins from top to bottom and haven't seen so much as a glimmer. But if we do find it, the Mages Guild would be more than happy to aid Queen Irene.
Set it ablaze!
Blasted Zarxus. I know I shouldn't have. Oh, another one? Hello? You aren't an illusion, are you? Thank the stars. You have to get me out of here. It seems I set off an ancient trap, but I think I've determined how those strange lights channel their energy, and how to turn it against them. Once trapped, strange creatures covered in eyes and tentacles descended from above. They reinforced the sconces with foul magic from their largest eyes. Those eyes are key. I don't know. Daedra, I expect? The horrors of Oblivion aren't my specialty. You'll know those floating beasts if you see them. They have many tentacles and seem quite nimble, like netches but covered in eyeballs.
Why won't you come to me, my love? You hold my lock of hair, yet you are not him. Why follow the... Oh no. I hoped we would join together in one last embrace.
blasted Xarxus. I know I shouldn't... Oh, another one? Oh, my arms. I thought they were going to fall off. I'm glad the eyeball was worth it. So good when a theory works in practice, you know? I was certain it was a good theory. All part of the scholarly process, my friend. But never mind that. I should thank you for your timely rescue. I'll head back to our camp. I cannot wait to tell Rinaldo what happened here. I spent the first half of my day suspended in an elaborate alien light trap that you disabled with a slimy Daedra eyeball. I'd prefer to avoid any further excitement.
Another petitioner? So soon after the other? If it would hold still, I could capture its likeness. So many fleshlings running through the halls. Such obstreperous creatures. You seem a fine specimen. I don't think I have one of your kind in my garden. Oh, and it speaks. I just finished a tetriny, some of my finest work between you and me, though you couldn't possibly appreciate the detail. Why, you need to entertain me. There are a variety of chests throughout the gardens. I placed your friend's soul in one of them. See if you find it before my posing retinue tears you to pieces.
You perfidious slime! You'll rue the... What? Lucchese. Why does that name sound familiar? Perhaps... No, I've lost it. Good. That's good. Then it hasn't been too long. I really should head back, get my bearings. Don't worry about me. I know the way back.
And not a moment too soon. I managed to subdue one of the tomes. It's proven most enlightening. The Reliquary of Stars was created to preserve knowledge. This we already knew. But the book speaks of a deeper level, closed off from the rest of the ruin. I suspected the Heart of an Umbral was hidden somewhere in the ruin, and now I know where. If this description is accurate, the entrance lies somewhere in the Hall of Might. But there's something else. Would you come with me? Thank you. Tedrini has behaved quite erratically since his return. This should be far enough. When you went searching for my assistance, did you see anyone else? Anyone intelligent, I mean. Spectres don't count. Damn. That's what I was afraid of. The book mentions her specifically, some sort of caretaker. Her specialty was... well, there's no easy way around it. She controlled the minds of others. It seems even the Aliads feared her. Maybe. Tedrini hasn't been the same since he returned. He's normally so enthusiastic about his studies, but he's withdrawn into himself. It's downright unsettling watching him suffer like this. I'd like to run some simple tests for signs of Daedric influence. While I do so, would you bring Behilir with you to search the Hall of Might? I suspect the Heart of an Umbral lays within its walls. Wonderful. If this tome is correct, there's a passageway hidden in the library. I'm sure you and Behilir will find it.
I heard my name. What do you need?
Behilir, our friend needs your help in the Hall of Might.
The Hall of Might? So you think we found it? Oh, exhilarating. Lead away, my friend. Where are they coming from? Incredible! Simply stunning! This looks promising. Let's start searching. Must be around here somewhere. Over here! There's a draft coming from this bookcase. You've done it! The Heart of a Numeril. I never thought I'd hold it.
In my own two hands. Well, public hands count as my hands. The power, it's exquisite. And I have you to thank. And now, I really must take this Behilir puppet for a stroll. Let's see how fast it can run. don't have time for this. This really is too easy.
Baelia, what are you doing? What happened? Why did Baelia sound so strange? Baelia suggested Tadrini was under her control. A ruse, and one I should have seen. But if Ukezi has the heart of an Umaril, she can use it to restore her spirit to her body. We have to get it back. Through the door. We've never been able to open it, and I don't know where it leads. Quickly, after her. I'll attempt to restore the wards here, should you fail. We can't allow a Daedra to wreak havoc with the heart of a Umaril.
And with one final shift. Yes, I can feel it. Where is that ugly thing? It should be here. You again? Huh? What's happening? You'll have to try harder than that. You think me defeated so easily? No, not again.
You! I hadn't thought you'd make it out alive. Ukezi must have been formidable alone. With the heart of a Umaril in her hands, I can hardly imagine. You do have it, don't you? Wonderful! When all the flying books fell, I knew it had left the ruins. I'll return it to the Elden Root Mages Guild, per our agreement with the king. We won't need to worry about Daedra finding it there. Very well. So they're really going through with it, are they? I'd pay my weight in gold to see the orrery working. I'll personally ensure it reaches there without further trouble, don't you fear. After I return it to the orrery, perhaps I can research its properties once the ceremony is complete. If the Queen allows, of course. I'm not one to stand in the way of royalty.
Alright, so that is all done. And yeah, it looks like it has taken us back to Elden Root. So I'm going to go ahead and portal back here and get ready to film the next part of this, the zone finale. I've had a blast, honestly, delving back into Elder Scrolls Online. Like I said, I'd kind of been playing WoW for a while, and I just ended up doing everything in the current expansion, so I was like, let me take a break and go back to ESO, you know? I feel like at some point Elder Scrolls always manages to like pull me back in, so. But yeah, so we are back here in Eldenroot. The next part of the quest is going to basically have us talk to the king, and then we'll set up the ceremony for Queen Irene. And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the end of the stuff here in Grotwood, and then we move on to Green Shade after that. I might start recording for a little bit longer, since my internet seems to be like working how it should now. I don't really know yet. I don't know how my computer's going to handle it, let alone, you know, all the shit I had going on with the internet before everything. But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. In the next part, hopefully the Cyrodiil campaign would have ended, and I can go ahead and join on the Dominion, and we can start having some fun Cyrodiil footage and all that shit. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see y'all in the next one.